The three great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile are: first, hard work; second, stick-to-itiveness; third, common sense. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Being busy does not always mean real work. Seeming to do is not doing. The object of all work is production or accomplishment, and to either of these ends there must be forethought, system, planning, intelligence, and honest purpose, as well as perspiration. The chief function of the body is to carry the brain around. Restlessness is discontent, and discontent is the first necessity of progress. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man, and I will show you a failure. I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun. Anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. Its sale is proof of utility, and utility is success. To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk. I never did anything by accident, nor did any of my inventions come by accident. They came by work. There will one day spring from the brain of science a machine or force so fearful in its potentialities, so absolutely terrifying, that even man, the fighter, who will dare torture and death in order to inflict torture and death, will be appalled, and so abandon war forever. To have a great idea, have a lot of them. I find my greatest pleasure, and so my reward, in the work that precedes what the world calls success. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Genius is 1% inspiration, and 99% perspiration. There is no substitute for hard work. Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. The value of an idea lies in the using of it. I have friends in overalls whose friendship I would not swap for the favor of the kings of the world. We don't know a millionth of 1% about anything. Waste is worse than loss. The time is coming when every person who lays claim to ability will keep the question of waste before him constantly. The scope of thrift is limitless. What you are will show in what you do. I know this world is ruled by infinite intelligence. Everything that surrounds us, everything that exists, proves that there are infinite laws behind it. There can be no denying this fact. It is mathematical in its precision. Great ideas originate in the muscles. What a man's mind can create, man's character can control. When I have fully decided that a result is worth getting, I go ahead of it, and make trial after trial, until it comes. Nearly every man who develops an idea, works it up to the point where it looks impossible, and then he gets discouraged. That's not the place to become discouraged. If we did all the things we are capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. Just because something doesn't do what you planned it to do, doesn't mean it's useless. There's a way to do it better. Find it. The best thinking has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. Discontent is the first necessity of progress. Your worth consists in what you are, and not in what you have. Nonviolence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages. I start where the last man left off. There is far more opportunity than there is ability. I am proud of the fact that I never invented weapons to kill. To my mind, the old masters are not art. Their value is in their scarcity. Maturity is often more absurd than youth, and, very frequently, is most unjust to youth. I am not discouraged, because every wrong attempt discarded is another step forward. As a cure for worrying, work is better than whiskey. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try. Just one more time.